Om Swastiastu. Hello everyone, good afternoon. So we are from group 4. We will do a presentation about tasks and project work. But before that, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Putu Surya Utami Dewi and my friend's name is Komang Agus Sandi Wibawa and Gede Aditya Pratama. Okay, the first presentation will be explained by me. Okay, I will explain about tasks. The first is a definition of task or assignment. Task or assignment is one of the method that used by teacher in the learning process. The assignment or task method is one of the learning strategies used by an educator or teacher to encourage the creativity of learners in completing tasks, so that the tasks can be given independently or in a group. The assignment is related to the subject matter discussed in the class or as homework. Using the task method, learners can easily understand the learning materials. They will continue to search, find, and accomplish the tasks in various ways that enable them to go, such as by reading books, searching in the internet, and conducting investigation in the family, school, or community, so that the results of the search can be more easily absorbed in the memories of learners. In giving tasks to students, the teachers must pay attention in following points, like the first one is the purpose of the assignment. When the teacher giving a task for student, make sure that the material has a purpose for student. And the second is form of implementation of studies or tasks. Implementation, or in Indonesia, implementasi, is action that doing by a teacher based on their lesson planning. Maksudnya adalah implementasi itu bagaimana cara teacher, cara guru menerapkan apa yang sudah dia susun dalam lesson planning yang dilakukan selama 1 semester itu kepada siswa. Jadi implementasi itu adalah cara menerapkan apa yang sudah dia tulis ke dalam kelas. The third is task benefit. This is same like the purpose of the assignment. Make sure that when teacher giving tasks for student, that material has benefit for student. Why that material is important for student and why the student must know or learn about that. The fourth is form of work. There are 2 forms of work that are the student must make a task by independently or in a group. 5 is place and time of completion of tasks. There are 2 places that are in the class or in the home. And for the student's home, it's depend on the students. They want to make a task in their home or in friend's home or in the garden or in the beach. It's depend on the students. And for the time, it's depend on the teacher. What time the teacher want their student send or collecting the tasks. So it's depend on the teacher. 6 is provide guidance and encouragement, or in Indonesia is memberikan bimbingan dan dorongan. Giving guidance for student is very important because it will make student easier to complete or finish their tasks. Because before this teacher has been giving guidance how to complete the tasks, how the ways to finish the tasks. So it will make student easier to complete the tasks. The last is provide an assessment. This is the last step for a teacher that is giving a score for student tasks or student's assignment. Okay, next is about examples of the types of assignment that can be given to students who can help the teaching and learning process. Okay, that examples are making a paper, making a summary, a complete question, or student must answer all of question that given by their teacher, and then making observation, practicing something, and demonstrating observation. Okay, all of that is just examples of the types of the assignment. In giving tasks for students, there are advantage and disadvantage. The advantage are, the first is can cultivate self-confidence. It means like when students can got the correct answer and the teacher will discuss about the task, that student will confident to answer because they got the correct answer before. So they will answer the question with the confidently. The second is can foster students' habit of searching, processing information, and communicate on their own. In one semester, the teacher will give more than one task for students. I think maybe in each learning process, the student will keep one task for students. Because it's doing continuously, it makes students good in searching information, processing information, and communicate on their own. The third is can encourage learning so students don't get bored quickly. When teacher never giving tasks for students, it will make students boring to learning because there is no challenge for them. For example, like when we go to school and then we sit down in the class and then we listen explanation from teachers and then we come back again with home. I think it will make students boring to learning because there is no challenge. So by the tasks, it will make students feel challenging and not boring to learning because there is a challenge for them. The fourth is can foster student responsibility and discipline. Jadi ketika seorang guru memberikan kita tugas, kita harus bertanggung jawab untuk menyelesaikannya. Dan kita juga harus disiplin dalam mengerjakannya. Misalnya batas waktu pengumpulan tugasnya adalah besok. Jadi minimal sekarang kita harus sudah selesai dalam membuat tugas tersebut. So by the tasks can improve student responsibility and discipline for the students. The five is can develop students' creativity. A student has creativity, so you can put your creativity in your tasks. For example, like you put your picture in the task or you make a task by making a video. So it depends your creativity, but make sure that your creativity is related about the task, so your task is not wrong. The last is can develop student thinking pattern and skill. When the students make a task, they will search information or find information in the books, the journal, in YouTube, and other resources. So when they speak based on what they have read or watching. So they don't just speak. So it make thinking pattern and skill of the student is improving. The last is about the weaknesses or disadvantage of assignment or task method. The first is the task is difficult for the teacher to control. It is for tasks as homework. Because that task doing in student's home, so the teacher cannot control. Is the task made by students or other person? The second is difficult to be able to fulfill the assignment. I think this problem is because students not ask the teacher the meaning of the task, so when they make a task, they will confuse and not understand how to make the task. So make sure that when your teacher giving you a task, please ask if you not understand. So when you make the task, you are not confused and you can make the task. The third is giving tasks too often and too much will cause student complaints. Yes, it is true because ketika seorang siswa diberikan tugas terlalu banyak dan terlalu sering, itu akan membuat siswa menjadi mengeluh. Jadi sebaiknya seorang guru itu memberikan tugas kepada siswanya itu tidak terlalu banyak. Tetapi siswa itu mengerti bagaimana cara membuatnya. Karena lebih baik mengerti sedikit daripada banyak diberikan tugas tapi siswa itu tidak mengerti apa-apa. 4 is can reduce student interest in learning if the assignment is too difficult. If the task is too difficult for student, it will make student confused and it makes student lazy to learning. So make sure that when teacher give tasks for students, it is based on their level. For example, teacher teaching in elementary school, but they give tasks like in junior high school. So it's not make sense. So make sure that it is based on their level of students' level. 5 is giving monotonous assignment can lead to student boredom too often. Yes, this is very true. Because when teacher giving the same task for student, it will make student boring to learning. Contohnya, misalnya dalam satu semester itu, siswa itu diberikan tugas yang sama, misalnya membuat summary. Jadi dalam satu semester, siswa itu selalu disuruh membuat summary, meringkas. Ini akan membuat siswa menjadi bosan, jadi lebih baik di mix. Misalnya, membuat summary, membuat video, terus presentasi, dan yang lainnya. Jika di mix, maka akan membuat siswa menjadi tidak bosan dan tertarik untuk belajar. The last is, especially for group assignment, it is also difficult to judge who is active. Ini benar sekali karena ketika siswa membuat tugas kelompok, biasanya guru itu tidak mengawasi secara langsung. Karena tugas itu biasanya dikerjakan di rumah atau di kelas tanpa ada pengawasan dari guru. Jadi ketika siswa itu mengumpulkan tugas tersebut, guru akan kesulitan dalam menilai karena guru itu tak tahu siapa saja yang dominan dalam membuat tugas itu. Mungkin saja dalam satu tugas itu ada siswa yang tidak mengerjakan tugas. Jadi hal itu akan membuat seorang guru sulit untuk memberikan penilaian. Okay, the next presentation will be explained by my friend.
Alright, my name is Komang and Wibawa. For next presentation, we discuss about project work, and let's watch it. Project work is a learning model that directs students to systematic and standard work procedures to make or complete a product, like a goods or service. Throughout the actual production or work process, work project learning models are often used for productive learning programs. Implementation of project work approach learning model. There are 5 roles teachers to tell their student about. First, learning objectives to be achieved. Second, learning strategies with a project work approach. Third, alternative title, name of product, service that participant can choose. Fourth, the scope of competency standard that will be studied by student for each title, name of product or service. And last, compile and establish competency assessment guidelines in accordance with the project work title.
Hello guys, my name is Gede Aditya Pratama and today I will explain about implementation of project work, approach, learning, model, and assessment of learning outcomes. Learner or student roles. Choose a title of the product or service and arrange a project work plan according to the selected title. Project work plan framework as follows: background, advantage and function of products or service, schedule or working drawing if needed, production material, production facilities or equipment, and production process including budget plan, market or consumer targets, and implementation schedule. Number 2, carry out the learning process in accordance with the planned production process. Activities carried out in accordance with the science set out in the proposal under the guidance and supervision of the teacher. Number 3, organizing the learning evidence as a portfolio. Number 4, carry out the culmination activities including presentation, testing, presentation, or display. Compile reports in accordance with the learning experience gained. It's number 5. Assessments of learning outcomes with project work. approach is basically an assessment of competency standards that include aspects of knowledge, skills, attitudes, product or service, suitability, and timing of implementation. The project work component that is assessed consists of the preparation of a project work plan, that implementation of the product, process, reports, activities, and culmination, presentation, testing, presentation, display. Alright, that's all about our presentation with title, task, and project work. Thank you for watching and see you later.